Hi, Graham here, and welcome to more bonus content for the Core Set 2019 Pre-Release, brought to you by Wizards of the Coast. I'm here with Amyzonian, and she's going to be opening a pre-release kit and doing a sealed deck build, just like you can do at your very own pre-release. Let's
All right, let's get into this.
Let's get right into it.
All right, let's see if my nails are sharp enough right now to
I love sealed deck.
break through the plastic. So I actually very rarely do seals. I'm a very draft person.
I do a lot of drafting too, to be fair.
And since my LGS isn't sanctioned, we don't get to do pre-releases, which is a shame. So this has been super exciting, and I love seeing the promos. All right, plastic. Oh, thank you, Graham.
To the floor with you.
Beautiful picture of Nico Bolas just kind of wiggling his fingers around. Die.
Blue spin down, very nice.
Box. Paper. Just a lot of stuff. And promo.
What's your promo?
Right. Promo is the Dark Dweller Oracle. 2-drop Goblin Shaman. This is an interesting card. So it allows you to sack creature and exile the top card of your library to play that card this turn. You still have to spend mana as normal. Very often you see it where it's like you can spend mana as though it's any color, but that's usually if you're targeting an opponent's creature. So it's essentially like having a second or a new card in hand for one and the cost of a goblin. And since we have some goblin generators in this set, there is some potential for that.
Because that was going to be my question. Is this card good?
Is this card good? I don't think it is. But I think that if you were able to go hard goblins, which is definitely a flavor win.
I'll open this up for you.
Oh, all right. Let's get into pack 1.
So how do you like to organize your cards?
How do I like to? Well, let's start by making some stacks. Do I organize my cards? A little bit. I actually usually just sort them by color. So we can actually go by the colors that we see here.
Nope, already got a goblin.
Yeah, already got a goblin that makes another goblin. That is the Goblin Instigator, a goblin that brings his best friend, another goblin, along. They're 2/1/1 goblins, dies to Goblin Chain Whirler, but, you know, enemy of goblin is a goblin.
What if dragon fodder was a creature?
What if dragon fodder were a creature? There we go. So now we have all 5 colors out. I can take a look at these cards. We've got Ghost Form, which makes things unblockable. Omen Speaker, which scries. This card actually has some pretty nice usability to it.
I like Omen Speaker a lot.
I know. You get a 1/3 body for 2, which is just a great blocker on top of scrying for 2, which can help you fix for whatever you need.
I'm so glad they made scry an evergreen mechanic.
I know. That's nice. Angel of the Dawn is also a common, which I definitely see some playability for, especially if you're able to go wide. It's a 5-drop 3/3 flyer that when it comes into the battlefield, all of the creatures you control get +1/+1, making them stronger and more resilient, and gives them vigilance until end of turn. So you get this great setup for a big swing. So I don't know if we need to be speaking over all the cards.
You don't need to talk about every single one, no. Just things that interest you.
I love big green stomping friends. Ghastbark Twins. If you are able to ramp up, that is a card that's great. It's both a strong blocker, it can block additional creatures. So unless you're able to deal 7 damage at a time, that thing is just going to be a wall.
I have a commander deck that's going into.
It's also a 7/7 with trample.
I know.
And next card up is Plague Mare. This whole set is full of horses. There's a horse in every color. It's a nightmare horse, not to be confused with Nightmare, the Nightmare.
Which is also a nightmare horse.
Oh yeah,
but a different one.
It's a nice one. This one has a similar effect to Chain Whirler, though, in that when it enters the battlefield, creatures your opponent control get -1/-1 until end of turn. That wipes Saproling tokens. It's great.
Sure does. Or you can sort of craft an attack step into some blocks that seem strange for your opponent and then get them.
Yep. We've also got the Meteor Golem, which is a 7-drop fantastic piece of removal. That is extremely playable. I feel like maybe I should make just like a good stuff pile off to the side. It can destroy anything that's not a land when it comes in. And I don't think we've pulled the blue card yet, but there's a way to create a copy of it and get it enter the battlefield effect again in blue.
Oh yes, the mirror entity, yeah.
Oh hey. It's an Elder Dragon.
You're joking.
First pack.
You are joking.
Pack. We also have an emblem in a plains, which I'll just going to stick over there. Hey, what's up? This is Vaevictus Asmadi, the Dyer.
I don't know in what order these are airing, but we just recorded the one with Nox, and he opened the same card.
Oh. Well, here it is.
The
It's
same dragon.
It's a 6/6, and like speaking of things that just like destroy stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll make a multicolored pile over here too. Vaevictus, I feel like that's maybe just pack 1 just picked my direction.
It certainly is a pull to Jund. I'm here to tell you that.
I mean,
But let's see. Maybe you get no support. Maybe you end up blue-white flyers. Who knows?
No ramp, no mana fixing. I doubt it. I'm gonna get some mana fixing in these. All right,
Probably.
open up pack 2.
In my experience, my limited experience, the fixing, which was not meant to be a pun, the fixing is pretty good in this set.
Scholar of Stars, Tormenting Voice, Infectious Horror, Giant Spider. I actually do want to talk about that.
Our old friend.
Our good old friend, Giant Spider. A 2/4 with reach. Fantastic blocker since so few flyers have more than 2 toughness. Especially when we're talking about those spirits, until you get to the dragons and angels. Most of the birds are very, very small. We also had the ghost form before, making things unblockable, which is the way you can get around that spider. Second, Angel of Dawn, which is not in the same colors as the Elder Dragon. Which
Good card, though that is the only white you have, is 2 Angel of Dawn.
2 Angel of Dawn, I don't need that. Another Gearsmith Guardian, which is a 3/5 that gets +2/+0 if you control a blue creature. And Invoke the Divine, a little bit of removal there for artifacts and enchantments, and a little bit of life gain. And oh boy, Millstone.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, yeah, I mean, Millstone. Mill mechanic in limited is something special. I actually put that in the blue pile because I associate mill so heavily with blue. It doesn't have to be. And Volcanic Dragon, we're starting to get into the...
We're getting closer
getting
to a plan.
And I'm actually wondering...
I should put this in your red pile.
Oh yeah, the Dark Dweller Oracle belongs in the red pile. Volcanic Dragon, flyer with haste. That's that damage to the face. Oh man, there's another fun rare in here. I just got a sneak peek at it. We've also got Declare Dominance, which is a card which buffs a creature and then forces your opponent to block that with everything they have, which wipes out weenies. And then Hungering Hydra.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have some nice green stuff. We've got the Ghastbark Twins, and now we have a Hungering Hydra.
Wow.
That is in the right colors for our beautiful friend over there. But it's actually a scalable card, which is interesting. Hungering Hydra, even if you just play it for 3, you get a 2/2. If you're blocking something small with that, it will grow quickly. There's also a couple ways that you could like shock it or like deal damage to it yourself. And there's a Plains and a Dragon token.
So certainly still not getting a lot of support in white. Some decent blue, some decent black, but red and green are looking good.
Red and green are looking good, and that's, I mean, splash for black. Splash for black. I do have that Plague Mare, which I do think is a nice card. For me, though, at least in draft, I've done 60 card before, so.
I mean, yeah.
Some people are, they're tilted at 41. Why stop there?
Why stop at 41?
Why stop there?
Why only make people a little mad?
Ogre. Oh, here's a little bit of fun in white. Mighty Leap, which is like a staple card, giving things flying +2/+2 for 2 until end of turn. It's a great way to get around things. I frequently see it misplayed though. People will already have a blocker assigned, and then they'll be like, "Oh, but I can give it flying." Nope, you have to give it flying first. Another Giant Spider, Doom Dissenter, which is fantastic in black on the lower side of the curve since you have a single blocker as a 1/1, and then you get a 2/2. So that's 2 turns of blockers, and the second one is better than the first.
It's two creatures for the price of 1.
And ramping and getting up that color so we can play a dragon, Druid of the Cowl. It's an elf.
Play a dragon or up to your Ghastbark Twins on 7. Yeah,
Ghastbark Twins.
We're getting a plan coming together
A little
here.
more mana for Hungering Hydra, too. He's a hungry, hungry boy.
Something's definitely coming together here.
Smelt. Ooh. Lich's Caress. Removal in black. Very, very useful and limited. Also, you get a little bit of life gain there, which
Finally,
is just...
black makes a play. Because you've got none of the burn yet.
No, I do not. I have a Smelt, which is some artifact removal, but that is it. Not a single lava axe to be seen. And going back to the fun things in white, there's a Gallant Cavalry. I know, I like it though. It's a 2/2 with Vigilance, makes another 2/2 with Vigilance.
In the same way that Goblin Instigator is dragon fodder on a creature, that's called the cavalry on a creature.
And we just
The
got
Gallant
another useful artifact. It might only be a 1/1 with flying for 3, but that means that if you are looking in 3 colors and you need a body on the board and you want to draw a card to try and find that land you need, Skyscanner. Let's see, got a Salvager of Secrets, a Novice Knight, also a nice thing in white. This is a 1-drop with Defender that if you equip it or you enchant it, it loses that Defender, and it's a 2/3 for 1. So it's a blocker that can really kill. It's not a wall. It has like a wall with a sword. Goblins. Volley Veteran.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. So the more goblins you control, the more damage Volley Veteran does when it enters the battlefield. And you can pick any target with that. Or no, target creature. My bad. Ooh. Now this is perfect. Ramping into Vaevictus, we've got Draconic Disciple. So I do think that sticking with the Vaevictus is the right plan. So that's just like the perfect pack 1 rare. Yeah, I'll put them.
It's going to be tough to, if you do go full Jund, it's going to be tough. Like, your black is not doing anything super exciting, and the Lich's Caress being double black makes that
expensive and difficult.
Tough to splash the double pips.
Can we just go like pure goblins?
Oh boy!
It's our trashy boy, Goblin Trash Master.
Total trash boy.
He's a total trash boy. I love him though.
Yeah.
Makes those other goblins stronger and gives you artifact removal. It's a 3/3 for 4, which
You're only what, 3 packs? Yeah, you're only 3 packs into your 6, and you're already getting quite a density of goblins. This might be happening.
Oh, I mean,
we might be doing like a early goblins, later dragons kind of.
I mean, as far as these 2-drops go, the Goblin Instigator it's 2 bodies on the board. 2 guys on the board for 2. All right, going into pack 4. Knight of the Tusk, a friend to all. Again, like our white's actually it's very on the high end of the curve, except for this Novice Knight. Knight of the Tusk, definitely on the high end of the curve. 3/7 Vigilance, makes a great blocker. Clarion Scholar, it's just like Harry Potter. Another Ogre, Boar, Hired Blade. This is interesting because it's a black creature with flash.
Flash and black? What?
I know. Well, there was also the pirate in, I want to say Rivals.
Oh, yes, there was.
But that had flash and death touch, making it just like a gorgeous card.
I can't remember what that was called. Dire Fleet Poisoner?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Poisoner. It's got death touch. Small things, we got Vampire Neonate. It's very situationally useful. It's a 0/3 for 1, so it's not going to be killing things. But if you have leftover mana at your opponent's end step, you can do a little damage and gain a little life. Haven's Wind Mage in blue. It's the one that's got Prow-ish. Cast an instant or sorcery and it gets +1/+1.
Prow-ish.
Ooh, this one's nice. The Star-Crowned Stag, kind of leaning a little bit into the white there. Whenever you attack with it, a target creature the defending player controls gets tapped, which removes 1 more blocker.
That's always been a strong ability, yeah.
All right, let's see. Centaur Courser.
It's just good.
Double cast.
Sure.
We don't really have too many spells, but if we did, you can double things up. You choose new targets for the spells you're copying, which plays nicely off of things with, say, Prow-ish, especially because you're casting this. I could definitely see something like a Lava Axe getting doubled up being deadly, because then instead of doing...
That's all you want to do.
I just
in a
love
game of
Lava
Seal.
Axe. Lava Axe.
Double cast, Lava Axe, Tenyu.
Another one of the horses. I got no horses in my last Seal, and now I'm just like horse. Shield Mare. Shield Mare can't be blocked by red creatures, which is nice. It's just like counter aggro, and it also has a little bit of life gain to it. Ooh, I already saw what's in here. Horizon Scholar.
Very good.
That is, I mean, it's a beautiful space.
White and blue finally started picking up the pace in the last couple packs.
Yeah.
What we got going on here? Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Picking up.
Now you have to make some tough decisions.
Do I love Vaevictus, or do I love Tezzeret? I hate blue. I'm gonna put him in a pile. And a foil Skeleton Archer.
Oh, terrific.
See? Beautiful. I love that. Skeleton Archer, able to ping for 1 to the face or to another creature. Also, it's foil, so it's extra shiny. Thopter. Yeah, I know. Tezzeret's got those Thopters. Tezzeret's great because he can protect himself.
Very difficult to deal with, Tezzeret. Does a lot. had a real tough time against him in the pre-release.
I'm feeling a Johnny in this pack.
All right.
And we haven't seen one yet. And I know that we're strong in everything but white.
We're going for the triple mythic sealed pool here.
Yep. The trip mythic?
It's happened.
It absolutely has. In fact, you could go all 6. We didn't. And it's extremely unlikely that you would. I'm reaching the edge of the mat here in red. That just goes to show you how deep in red we are. There we go. You feel free to arrange things.
Give me a hand while you're looking at the cards.
We've got the Epicure of Blood, 5-drop, 4/4. Whenever you gain life, opponent loses 1 life. There are a lot of
2 neonates. Just
now one? I have a second.
Now
neonate.
you have 2 neonates. All right.
Another Aven Wind Mage, Explosives Apparatus. I don't see too much value in this unless you just need a.
Sometimes you just need removal that anybody can pay for. Yep. And it's not amazing.
Luminous Bonds. Just a little something to lock down a creature. Tectonic Rift. Ooh, I love this one. Destroying target land.
Yeah.
Well, so many people I feel in this set are going to be getting these Elder Dragons and they're going to want to play them. And if you can destroy, say, the only one source of a color they have.
How valuable do you think the falter effect is on this?
The creatures without flying can't block this turn.
Is that possibly even a bigger pull to run this card?
This isn't the most aggressive set.
Right.
I feel like if this were a set that you've got tons of haste creatures, it would be especially good. There's the Volcanic Dragon, which we got before, and I don't think we have one in here, but there is a 3/3 with haste for 4, which also just like
hostile Minotaur.
Hostile Minotaur, yes, very hostile. Blanchwood Armor. This is just something that if you were going mono green is fantastic. We have a lot of these nice mono green buffs, things that are very high in green. Ooh, that's a spicy card.
Ooh.
Oh, switcheroo. Sometimes you just want what you don't have.
How about you take this goblin and I'll take your dragon? Cha-cha.
And the rare in this pack was Banefire.
Ooh.
Could we just go mono red?
Even more pull towards red. Okay. Okay.
Now imagine double cast with Banefire.
Yep.
That's something.
Yep.
We've also got a Knight and a Swamp.
No dual land so far either.
Nope.
Not a lot of fixing going on.
There's not a single fixer in here.
This could be tough.
Tezzeret though, if I need to just have blue.
Yeah,
maybe
this could be red blue.
it could be.
Yeah.
Is it a good idea?
Maybe. Yeah. Tezzeret's very good. Let's see how the last pack shakes out.
All right, another Mighty Leap. Cancel.
Okay. Maybe in sealed. Sure.
Stops things from happening. Elk, I'm counting this, by the way, as a horse, as far as horse lore goes. It doesn't get Crested Sunmare buff, but it's got 4 legs.
I'm no biologist. So I guess I don't know enough to contradict you.
Let's see, Bog Stomper. Oh, by the way, just if you need a body in black, Bog Stomper is nice because it's a 6/5.
It's a 6/5.
Yeah, but it kills most attacking creatures. I'm not going to say all, but it makes for a fine blocker and okay attacker. Snapping Drake. Yeah, really got a lot of blue. A second Lich's Caress. We have a lot of cards in black, which does make it appealing, especially having 2 pieces of removal.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm actually going to put it next to the other Lich's Caress. Maybe there will be a murder in this pack. Murder of
that would make
murders.
That would make it really.
Ayo, mana fixing.
Manalith.
There's that late Manalith.
Finally.
There we go. Take Vengeance, destroys a tapped creature. It's Sork speed, but it's still nice. It gets rid of something that maybe attacked you the turn before.
Never heard Sork speed.
Sork.
I like that.
Yes.
Sork.
S-Orc. Let's see. An Electrify.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. A little bit of.
Finally, a piece of burn.
Well, we have a Banefire. That's burn.
Normal.
That's
common rarity burn.
Also mana fixing. Gift of Paradise.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's
Getting
happening.
there.
It's happening. .gif.
It's happening. .gif. Reassembling Skeleton. Fantastic card. If you have black. Aerial Engineer. I actually don't know this one. As long as you control an artifact, it gets +2, +0, and flying. So it is a 4-drop, 2/4 on the ground.
But it could be a
if
4/4
you-
flyer.
Yeah, he would play nice with Tezzeret. I'll stick that over there.
There might be 2 decks in this pool. There might be a Jund deck and a blue-white artifacts flyers deck.
Yeah, and Sun Cleanser, which is a fantastic card. Maybe not in limited, it's just a
Yeah.
1/4. But I can see this in the future being a card that we see a lot of, especially with those snakes, the ones that increase all those tokens. I'm blanking on its name. Boa?
Winding Constrictor.
Winding Constrictor. There we go.
Yeah.
That thing's a punk. That's a punk of a card.
Hey, fixing.
And there's a little bit more fixing, but it's
not the one we
blue-black.
wanted, yeah.
No, it's land. And an Ox token, which we didn't get the card that uses the Ox token, but I don't know, Graham loves those oxen.
I just love the Transmogrifying Wand.
So now it comes down to paring down. And I pretty much already made the decision. Draconic Disciple actually is really what solidified it. I want to play Vaevictus.
All right.
So I'm going to get rid of everything that's not in his colors. Sorry, Tezzeret. As beautiful as you are, you're just too good for me. And we have so many dang cards here. So it's time to start splitting things apart into playable, non-playable, and figuring out our curve.
All right.
So, oops.
So you've got a 3-drop and a 6-drop.
3-drop, 6-drop, 3-drop. Explosive Apparatus goes in the trash.
Yeah.
Skyscanner, I'm going to keep it in for now, but that's a maybe card. Millstone's out. Gearsmith Guardian out. We're not in blue. Meteor Golem is in. It's a 7-drop, but it's super nice. Another Gearsmith Guardian. Reassembling Skeleton. Nice. The Bog Stomper. Really don't
I think you're doing better
need
things
it.
on 6 mana.
Yeah, we have way better things. And the Vampire Neonate is also something that I feel like I can do better. I might even be able to skip the 1-drops. We only have that's like the only source of life gain, and it plays with the Epicure of Blood. But again, I think we might have better things in these like 5-drop and 1-drop slots. I'm gonna keep the Epicure of Blood in for now. It's just a body. Oh, but wait, got that for 4-drops. I need to scoot these over by one.
Skeleton Archer, very
Skeleton
good.
Archer is very nice. That's that Vampire Neonate. I'll keep one of them here for now. Hired Blade, I'm going to cut because I know we're heavy on the 3-drops. Lich's Caress, I know it's double black, but just so useful and limited. We've got 2 of them. Doom Dissenter, also very useful. This might be a very black heavy, black-green heavy, with only a little bit of red for Vaevictus. And Infectious Horror, Plague Mare, I do want to keep that in. So there's a lot of these 2 black within the cost.
Yeah, it's interesting because earlier on in the pack, when we were getting all those goblins and there was no removal, I would have said it'd be red-green.
Yeah. Oh, with the cards that we have in
Well,
red
I
and
was
green?
like, oh, it would have been easily red-green. But 2 Lich's Caress is tough to say no to.
Yep, and Blanchwood Armor, completely useless in 3 colors.
It's pretty easy to say no to Blanchwood Armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant Spider, though, I'm going to have this as like a tentative keep-in. Having something with reach, especially when we're not too heavy on flyers, is going to be nice. Centaur Courser is just a kind of a dud card. Bristleboar, same thing. Druid of the Cowl, absolutely in, getting that extra ramp.
I actually really like Centaur Courser. I'm not telling you what to
No,
do.
no,
with
no,
your
it's
deck.
a
Just
3/3.
generally, I really like it. 3/3 for 3. It's reliable.
It fits in the curve. Hungering Hydra, since it's a variable, I'm actually going to put that in my 5-drop slot.
That makes sense.
I feel like if you're casting it for less, you're not really getting the value. The Cleric Dominance is a very maybe card.
Oh, that's always a tough call.
I'm actually going to put this in the probably not, just like right here pile.
I agree.
By the way,
with
there's
that.
3 giant spiders
Wow.
that we pulled. I'm not going to keep all 3. I just wanted to point that out. Ghastbark Twins, it's a maybe. It's a 7. It's got 2 green. I love it, though. Same with Titanic Growth. That's on the smaller side, and it's a trick. So getting into red, a lot of these only have one red in their cost, which makes them much more appealing. On the small side, Goblin Instigator. If you have red, that's definitely something that's possible. Give you those 2 bodies. Banefire is, we've got a little bit of ramp with that Gift of Paradise and Druid of the Cowl, and I want to keep this in.
And the Manolith.
Oh, and the Manolith, that's true. I'm going to put that in the 4-drop slot. because I can. Tectonic Rift is out. I'll put that over here. Sure Strike, Combat Trick. We really are heavy on the 2-drop slots right now.
And
I've got the Titanic Growth.
And the
Abnormal Endurance. Yes.
I feel like all 3 of those cards kind of live in the same realm, where they're combat tricks as removal that lets your creature live and theirs dies, and you could probably just take your pick, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like I'll keep 2 of them for now. Sure Strike is the one I'm least favorable with.
Fair.
Let's see. Double Cast is out. We really don't have a lot of sorceries or instants in here. It's like Banefire. Cool. Titanic Growth.
We all want to imagine we're going to double cast Banefire.
But we're not, and I'm sorry. I love
Certainly not, because double casting Banefire requires 3 green, red pips. The trash boy.
My trash lad.
I don't think this is the right deck for the trash man.
Don't.
No, that'll be a draft. That'll be a draft deck that comes together.
Oh yes.
Heavy goblins.
Same with the volley veteran. It's really just that's a 4/2 for 4. I don't need that.
Not enough goblins.
And there's a smelt.
Good sideboard.
I ain't scared no artifacts. Okay, well maybe I am, but it's a Meteor Golem that I'm scared of in this format.
Smelt doesn't help you.
It doesn't help you because it's already come
its
out.
damage.
There's an ogre. Don't need that. Volcanic Dragon. It's in a 6-drop slot, and I already have 2 7-drops. So Fire with Haste, and we're not super aggressive here. I don't know if I want to.
Close.
I'm going to put in maybe play with Declare Dominance. All right. We've got the Dark Dweller Oracle in the 2-drop slot for a 2/2. I think we've got better things.
Yeah.
If I were to replace any card, it would probably be the Goblin Instigator. So instead of getting 2 1/1s, I would get 1 2/2 with this sack a creature ability. Part of why I feel that way is it's just a card that I don't see being particularly useful. And if I'm going to block something with a 2/2, it's probably just going to die anyway. All right, let's see. We got Havoc Devils. Really don't need that. It's a 4-drop, 4/3 with Trample. Plays really nicely with the Titanic Growth. But it's also a 2-red in the 4-drop slot, which is more red than I really want at that point. Especially since I'm going very light on red. I'm looking at you, Volcanic Dragon. Tormenting Voice is one of the few card draws that you can get in red. So it's virtually cycling, because you cast it, you discard a card, and then you draw 2 cards. It can help you find what you need.
I feel like, and again, I don't want to tell you to live your life. I feel like you already have to make a couple cuts here, and Tormenting Voice will almost certainly be one of them.
Yeah. It's not going to play too nicely with this. Havoc Devils, again that 4/3 with Trample, and then Electrify. Very useful and limited.
Yep.
But I have 2 kill spells. I have a Banefire.
I think you still run the Electrify.
You think I should run it? Yeah, I have, by the way, I still have
sealed,
all...
it's slower, more removal is probably
I have all
good.
3 giant spiders in here.
You probably don't need 3
No, I
giant
don't.
spiders.
I'm actually going to pare down to 1. So we've got
that
1
sounds good.
4-drop in each color, and then that Banefire, which is just kind of sitting
So
there.
how many playables are you looking at right now?
All of them.
No, I mean... Right, you don't care about paring it down to 40 cards, I forgot. But how many do you have?
How many? Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Exactly where I want to be.
So if you're not Amy, this is how many cards you would run.
Yes. If you are Amy, then you take these 2 giant spiders and you're just like...
You're just like, come at me, Internet.
Come at me, man. I need spiders. This is also the point at which if I was like, I desperately want to go 41, I could throw the Volcanic Dragon back in. It's a flyer. As far as flyers go, all I think I have is the Vaevictus and the potential to make a flyer with Draconic Disciple, which, by the way, gets you a dragon if you pay 7, tap, and sack it.
It's got, no, not that dragon.
Nope,
That's the wrong
it's
dragon.
just the pure 5/5
Wrong dragon.
which is a big boy in the air. Yeah, there is my deck. The Vampire Neonate is actually the thing that I would cut to put the Volcanic Dragon in, since I'm heavy on those 2-drops. There are 6 of them right there. The Neonate, it's just a body. It's a body with a special ability. It's there to be there.
All right. Well, there we go. So, Vaevictus Asmadi, Volume 2.
Wait, is there another one?
Well, the one that Nox opened.
Oh.
Yeah, but a very different take on it. It's super cool to me to see just how the different pools came together, and I don't know. I like this. I like this a lot. I like that it's sort of, just like I'm going to take all the best cards from all 3 colors and put them in the deck. And with the Gift of Paradise, Manolith, and Draconic Disciple, you're going to make the mana you need. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's like this was almost all in that last pack too.
It's sealed. Play your bombs.
Yeah, it's sealed. And sometimes, by the way it's sealed, you can just be like, hey, what's up, my opponent is not getting the mana they need. That gives me the opportunity to play anything good in any color. And sometimes that's all you need.
So you can play your bombs this coming weekend, or maybe not, depending on when you see this, at the pre-release.
At the pre-release or at the regular release. Some people.
Whenever you get a chance. So thank you, Amyzonian, for building this deck for us.
Thank you for talking me through and talking me into keeping that Electrify.
I really think, you want the Electrify.
Yeah, it might kill Hungering Hydra.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And yeah, thank you for watching this bonus content for the Core Set 2019 pre-release, brought to you by Wizards of the Coast. And stay tuned to the channel for more bonus content. We'll talk to you soon.